So you guys probably remember this. This is the one we just did the lifters and everything in. The family has been coming to me for a couple years now, and this was the one where we did the F-150 that had been to multiple shops before, and they couldn't really find why it was just randomly dying. And I even had a really hard time finding why it was dying, but I ended up finding it and fixing the problem anyway. And I died on the vehicle for an entire day trying to find the problem. I finally found the problem on your father's F-150, and then we got that straightened out. It figured out it was somebody just like it installed some stereo stuff and didn't, when they took everything out, they didn't take everything out completely. And anyway, long story short, this came in here, it was starting to make the Hemi tick. So we stripped down the top end, pulled cylinder heads and everything off of it, put lifters and everything in it. And then your mom, no, was it your dad or your mom that called and said, hey, it was your dad. Yeah, your pops was like, it's making like when you go to shift it in reverse and you shift it into drive, it's making this grinding sound, like this weird sound coming from underneath the transmission. It's not the engine, it's like the transmission or something. And he brought it here and I listened to it. I was like, oh shit, that's not normal. And I called Check Engine Chuck up and I said, Chuck, you know these Chryslers better than I do. And Chuck loves sharing with people what he finds about cars, and the same is with me. When Chuck needs me, I'm there for him. When I need him, he's there for me. And I don't do Chryslers. I can work on them, but I really don't. Chryslers have so many electronic problems, issues and stuff like that, that Chuck knows Chryslers. Like, that's a lot of what he does, is a lot of electronics on these. And he said, you know what, Rich, when that's making that sound, go to the driver's seat, move the driver's seat back, there's a cubby underneath, and then there's a control module under the seat. Unplug the two connectors for the control module under the driver's seat, and then reshift the vehicle again and see if it starts making that. You go to put it in reverse and it'll go I'm putting it in drive and I'm making these sounds. I unplugged the module and the module quit making the sounds, and he said, you got a bad module. Because if it was a transmission problem, it would still be doing that with the module unplugged. What's going on is the module is now starting to internally break down. It's losing where it's supposed to be sending voltages and the function and stuff like that, and it's hunting for positions on where it's supposed to be. And it's like called the drivetrain control module or something like that. All I did was go on Google and I typed in the number and I looked at transfer case control module and drivetrain control module, and I freaking found it on Amazon. It was like 125 bucks on Amazon, and I was like, to heck with it. Let me see if this even is worth it, because all the other modules are like 3 times as much and not even readily available. I ordered the one on Amazon, stuck it in here just now, shift it in reverse, shift it in drive, no noise. All the 4-wheel drive stuff is off the dash. It's plug and play. You don't need to program the module. The vehicle is running like it's brand new. No problem. No problem. So I wanted to share with you guys as well. And as Check Engine Chuck was, that's a diag and a repair.